Welcome everyone to SAT Math Question of the Day, where we have Professor Emeritus Seth Chaiken from University of Albany and his brother Joel Chaiken to help you try to understand how to approach SAT math questions. So this is from a calculator section, and here's our question of the day. They give you a table, so now we actually have to read this thing. Tony is planning to read a novel. The table above shows information about the novel, Tony's reading speed, and the amount of time he plans to spend reading the novel each day. If Tony reads at the rates given in the table, which of the following is closer to the number of days it would take Tony to read the entire novel? Notice that it is the entire novel. That's going to be important.
Now we have to also notice that it's asked for the number of days.
Yeah, the number of days. The units are very important, right? So now I haven't seen this question before, so I need a second to digest it. Number of hours Tony plans to read the novel each day. So
no. It says which is the closest to the number of days.
No, I know. I'm starting to digest the table.
Okay.
Number of hours Tony.
Let's see. So let's survey the data that we are given.
That's right. That's right. Number of hours Tony. That's why all of my students looking at the table. Number of hours Tony plans to read the novel per day. So that's number of hours per day. Number of parts of the novel. Number of chapters in the novel. Number of words Tony reads per minute. Number of pages in the novel. And number of words in the novel. Wow, so this is going to be some unit conversion. This looks to me like, without really deciding what to do, this looks to me like a pretty serious unit conversion problem.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, number of words in the novel and per minute gives you a time. This gives you a time. And then that gives you a time. Number of words in the novel. Number of words Tony reads per minute. So that'll give you how long it'll take to read the novel. This will be using these two things will tell you how long it takes.
It will tell you if you do the arithmetic correctly.
Yeah. Okay.
So you know the number of words.
Yeah.
And you know the number of words per minute.
Right. So you know the number of minutes. We're going to know getting the number of minutes is a solvable thing. Right?
Yeah.
Now, he plans to read for 180 minutes a day. Right?
Why?
Because Tony plans to read a number of hours. Tony plans to read the novel per day. Is 3 hours.
So that's 3 times 60.
Right. So that's 180 minutes a day. So that we have it, right? We have the number of days. We have the number of days. Because the number of days, we know the number of hours. We know the number of minutes. We know the number of minutes. And we know the number of minutes that'll take to read the novel, and we know that he reads 180 minutes a day.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So we could do it. We could first do it without unit analysis, which is not advised. The number of words. So is it 349 168 divided by 250?
Please write in the units.
No, because I'm going to do the problem as if people are really doing it. And then I'm going to do it correctly.
I'll get it wrong.
Okay, well, let's see. Then I'm going to do it the correct way. This is the way most people can do it. So most people are going to forget the units. Okay, Seth, you're right. Let's put the units in. Let's put the units in. Okay, so let's go. We'll put the real units in. We'll really do it right, okay? We'll do it like a Rolls Royce here. 349, 168 words per novel.
Yeah.
Okay, now, number of pages in the novel. 1078. No, that's not right. 250. 250.
Wait a minute.
Words.
Words.
250 words. No, we need the other way. Unit analysis, right?
Yeah, we need, divide.
Yeah, but I was going to divide. 250 words per minute. Okay. Now, there are 180. I'm letting the unit analysis actually help me. 180 minutes per day. Right? So then, using analysis, we cancel out the minutes. We cancel out the words, and we have days per novel.
Okay.
Now we have the answer. So the answer is this ridiculous number, which we're going to approximate as 350,000. Oh, this is a calculator section. Oh, it's a calculator section. Oh, yeah, so it's 350,000. Yeah, 350,000 divided by 250 divided by 180. I'm going to use a calculator.
So bang it into the calculator.
Why not, right? Why not?
Why not?
350, 1, 2, 3. So this really, a calculator really helps speed things up here. It really does. About 7.7. So the answer would be 8. Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, it comes out to 8 when the calculator?
So 7.77.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wow, talk about extraneous information. Woo!
So this is a question where you have to learn, you have to just notice, let's see, what relevance, what sections are irrelevant to the question?
Most of the sections are
Most of them. IRR, irrelevant.
Right.
The number of chapters, irrelevant. The number of pages, irrelevant.
Right.
So there are only 3 numbers that are involved, that are relevant to answering the question.
Yeah.
You know, with the other numbers, you could answer a bunch of other questions, but the SAT, you might want to make up the other questions and answer them if you're having fun with questions and answers, but you don't want to waste time on the SAT.
Right.
Okay, so this is one where the calculator really, really is a great aid.
Yeah. Yeah, the calculator.
Yeah, I think it would be hard to, I frankly wasn't able to look at those, those 3 numbers and come out with about 6 or 8 or 23 or whatever.
Yeah, and it's probably not worth our time doing this without a calculator.
I guess there is one, if you tried to estimate it, what would happen is you might have to puzzle over whether it's 6 or 8. You told me it comes out to about 7.
Yeah, I noticed it's slightly less than 7 because it's actually 349, 168, and I did 350.
Oh, well, I hope we're right. You know what I'm going to do? You're not going to see it, but I shall bring up my calculator, which you won't see because we're not sharing the whole screen. And I'm going to actually type, let's see, gosh, I have to change it to decimal.
It's a tiny percent. It's a tiny
I
percent.
know. Let's see, I'm in decimal. I want to see.
Oh, come on.
So I'm going to type it in. What is it? 349,168, right?
Right.
Divided by 250. And just to make sure, I'm going to, say, I'm going to put it in parentheses.
Oh, come on, Seth. Come.
Yeah, I'm just going to make sure. And then divide the whole thing by
so it's going to be 7.7.
180.
Yeah.
180. And what I got was 7.75.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, good enough. Yeah.
Good enough.
It was actually, if you round it, it's 7.75922288. So that rounded to thousands to 3 decimal places, it's 7.60.
Okay, yeah. But, it makes sense.
So if you try, this is, I think part of the challenge is to trip up people who try to estimate it without the calculator.
No,
because if they got it to be, if it were more like 7.4, well, the 6, okay, so the midpoint between 6 and 8 is 7.
Look, Seth, you're going on a tangent. Nobody, if anybody gets this far, they're going to use a calculator. Nobody, if this is a calculator test, your calculator is sitting there. Nobody in their right mind is going to do this in their head without a calculator. The problem is that It's possible to make a mistake like that. The way I was doing it before without the units is dangerous, but most
Oh,
people
yeah.
will do it without units. Most people will use common sense if they realize what's going on. They would divide.
Yeah.
They would do it. So the bad way, but probably most people are going to do it is you're going to do 349, 168. You're going to know that you divide by number of 250. That gives you you'll know in your head, oh, that gives you the number of minutes.
Yeah.
Right? And then, right, if that gives you the number of minutes,
yeah,
then you have to know that you read 180 minutes a day. You divide that again by 180. Most people are going to do that in their head, and it's dangerous. It is dangerous. It is worth the investment of about 20 seconds, 30 seconds, which is a long time on the SAT, to actually put the units in and do it right. It really is worth your time. Seth is right.
Yeah.
But so please, don't, if you did it this way, really consider the next one, putting the units in. It's dangerous. Really, really dangerous. And then, of course, Seth's right. It also rewards the people who realize what's relevant and what's not relevant. This takes a little bit of time to read, right? I don't think about it. This is not an instant question. Yeah. And of course, the unit analysis is really helpful.
Hey, Joel?
Yeah.
You know what I did?
Uh-oh. I don't know if I want to know.
You don't know. I will tell you what I did.
Okay, what'd you do?
With a, I don't know if it works as a 4-function calculator, but I use a calculator, a random calculator application on my computer. I typed in, oh no, I didn't. I typed in the wrong thing. Okay. Let me do it again. And
that, okay, if you really did want to estimate this.
4, 9, 1, 6, 8. And don't do this. I'm going to do what I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to make sure. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Yeah. So apparently my calculator, what does it do? It left associates division. So what I did was type in the big number, the division operator, the 250, and then another division operator, 180, and I got the right answer.
Good.
So I guess in a calculator, a typical calculator, I'm going to write it up here. If you type in the following keys, 349, what is it? We get 168 divided by 250.
Yeah.
And divided by 250. Sorry.
So everybody knows how to use a
calculator. Divided by 180. What it does is, 3, 4, 9, 1, 6, 8.
Everybody
divided
knows how to
by
use a calculator.
250. And then the quotient is then divided by 180.
Right. Everybody knows how to use a calculator. It's okay. But while you were doing that, I went off to the side here, and I tried to do it by approximating. And guess what they did with the SAT people? They did something really mean. Here, let's say you want to approximate this, right? So here's a good way to do it. First, you approximate the first one at 350 with those, right? And then 25 and 180, right? Now watch. You knock off these 2 zeros. So you have 3,500 divided by 25 divided by 18. Now everybody knows you could change that to a 7 and a 5. Well, not everybody. I'm sorry if that's obnoxious. I apologize.
700.
So look, this is 700. Now what's 5 times 18? It's about 100, right? 5 times 8, just make this a 20. So make this a 7. So look, you get 7. Whoa!
Yeah, so
that doesn't help.
2% off.
That doesn't help because 7 is right in the middle.
Yeah.
My God, look at that.
It's better.
They're telling you they're telling you that if you approximate, you're basically going to have a problem.
Yeah.
Wow. Look
So
at
what do you
that.
get? 7
Yeah, they purposely
divided
make it
by
7.
5? Oh, yeah.
No,
Okay. Yeah. What you do? Please write it so that people see it. What you did was
I
you did
approximate
approximate 18
by 20.
by 20, which
Exactly.
is 2, which causes, it causes a 2/20th, which
Yeah,
equals a 10% error.
I know. 10% error, right.
Yeah, 10% error is enough to throw you off.
Ah, but notice it's 10% error if you want to do it like, well, again, everyone's going to use a
Yeah, it's
calculator.
about 10%.
But
But so it's
notice this is
wiser.
lower. This is
It's
because,
wiser to keep the 5 and the 18 here, and say get rid of the 5, divide it into the 7, and get 150 divided by 18, and then
yeah,
make the
see.
75 ninths.
Wait, you made a mistake. You made a mistake. You made a
Uh-oh.
mistake. 5 divided by 70 is not
5
15.
into
It's not 15. It's 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
5 into
70 is 14.
yeah, 5 into 17.
70.
5 into 17. Oh, yeah, yeah. 4. Okay, again, we have a 1 in 15 mistake. Right.
Yeah. No, the other thing to do is you could notice here, if you want to, you can notice that this 20 is overestimating. It really is
Yeah.
less than 100. So what this is, it's 700 less than
Yeah.
100, which means
Yeah.
it's greater than 7. The answer is greater than 7.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Anyway, but this is all moot point. No one's going to approximate. No
Yeah.
one's going to approximate.
Hmm.
Okay.
So again, we've found so many SAT calculator questions where using the calculator would get you in trouble.
Or use a waste of time.
It would be a waste of time, a lose of time. Many of them were completely unnecessary. Others, the calculator would make you take a longer time. Here is an unusual question where the calculator is really the best way to solve the problem.
Yeah, hands down. Hands down.
Hands down.
Hands
Yeah.
down. Hands down.
Let's give it for calculators. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, speaking of ancient people, you remember let's see. I wonder how many of our audience members know about slide rules.
Yeah, well, why don't we release everyone first, and then you could talk about the slide rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slide rule.
Okay, wait. Let's say goodbye to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, thanks for listening. If you have any SAT math questions you want us to do, email us at satmathquestionoftheday@gmail.com. It's nice seeing you. I hope you got something out of this. And Seth's going to talk a little bit about slide rules, which he used before calculators. Engineers and people who did calculations used these things called slide rules, which essentially used to take advantage of the logarithm of numbers. Seth, you want to talk about slide rules? You're welcome to.
Okay. Well, let me remember though. Let's see. Slide rules were not permitted on the SAT in those days, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. Anyway, with a slide rule, you have to keep track of where the decimal point is when you do, addition, when you do multiplication and addition. And slide rules do not do addition.
Right.
So,
yeah,
they do multiplication and division with numbers up to at best 2 decimal places. Maybe if you're really, really careful, a little bit more than 2 decimal places, like 2.5.
Yeah. I guess if anyone's really interested in a slide rule, they can Google what they look like and how they use.
Well, I've an old. Again, he's old. He's as old as I am. Actually, maybe a couple of years older. And when he was younger, well, he was a physicist. He got his PhD in physics and actually did some physics research. He was a computer guy. He had calculators. He absolutely used calculators. But he said that when he did much of his physics studying and research, he used the slide rule.
Wow. Yeah.
and he liked it. He liked to use the slide rule because it forced him to be aware of the orders of magnitudes of the numbers he was working with.
Right. Yeah, it forces you to think more. It's like driving a transmission of a car,
Yeah.
I guess.
So is this a reasonable number? You know, it's 8 days to read a novel. Well, uh actually think about the problem. So it's 1,000 pages. So eight days, about 7 8 days to read a novel, 1,000 pages. So that's
about 125
how much?
a day. About 125 a day.
It's over 100 pages a day.
Yeah, 125
Wow.
a day. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
You're certainly not reading that novel and studying for the SAT on the same time period.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next
Okay.
time, do you still have your slide rule?
Yeah.
So maybe next time, the next few days, bring it down. Bring it over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring out the
It's fun
slide
to see.
rule. Yeah.
I remember the really nice slide rule you had. I wonder if it's the same one. I used to play with it. And it was really good. It was a really nice slide rule.
Well, it isn't. It's not, really great. I
Well,
never had a really great one.
Well, the one you had was pretty good. I used to get
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's the one my uncle gave me.
Yeah,
It's-
right. I know.
Yeah.
That was a really nice
Yeah.
one. Good.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see it in the next few days. That'll be exciting.
Okay, bring it down.
Yeah, bring it down. Okay.
Bring
Okay,
it
everyone.
down.
Have a great day then.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.